Hello YouTube universe, my name is CNationNGU010. Today is August 17th, 2011. This next video I'm making is simply, I'm going to discuss pretty much about our current political system, and also I'm going to talk about a little bit throughout this video that I feel that we need a third-party revolution. We need a new political movement to make a 180-degree shift and a turn towards our current political system. Now, first off, I'm going to pretty much give you some facts to back up my case why I feel that we need this new political shift of a new political movement. I'm going to start with the facts of the debt deal. As you all know, at least 2 weeks ago, both sides, Democrats and Republicans, the two-party system, they have in Washington, they have made an agreement finally to prevent our economy of going into defaulting on our loans. The deal was $2.1 trillion decrease from our $14 trillion debt, which technically means it's, if I get this right, $12.9 trillion left on our debt, technically on the debt clock in New York. Also, the deal involved $900 billion in spending cuts. That's it. And tragically, the S&P has made downgraded our U.S. credit rating from a AAA to a AA plus. Simply, the reason why the S&P has decided to downgrade our country's economy simply because this debt deal was simply lazy. It was a lazy amount of money, a lazy amount of spending cuts, and the amount of money due to decrease the debt as to increase our debt limit. And as many of you probably may not know, as I know of, it has been over 100 times, so by technicality 101 times now, that our debt limit has been increased from the past. President Barack Obama said that responding to the debt deal is that he feels that he simply saying that he doesn't care what the S&P has said and how they did it, of the decision of cutting America's credit rating from a AAA to a AA plus. That he still feels that America is still a AAA nation, a AAA economy. Honestly, I feel that President Obama is officially in denial. In my opinion, he's doesn't understand the pure reality of what's really going on. That he's willing to literally just stick the middle finger at S&P. That I don't care what you say, S&P. We're still number one. We're still AAA, even though that's false now. Which I just, even though I respect President Obama's enthusiasm and his optimism, but he's somewhat pushing it. In my opinion, he's just pushing it a little bit too much. I got another example. The healthcare reform bill. Honestly, even though at first I was, somewhat still am, but yet I'm disappointed. Let me explain. I was for the healthcare reform bill, that finally this issue is finally going to get solved, and we're finally gonna move on. But this issue, but tragically, I'm very disappointed within the details within the healthcare reform bill, that it's not going to have a public option, no single payer. It's not going to cover every American. It's only going to cover some millions of Americans. I don't know how many. And also, it doesn't have a backbone. Simply, 3 healthcare insurance companies somehow found a loophole I found this information out a few months ago from Keith Olbermann. Is that well, before he left from MSNBC to now Current TV. Those three healthcare insurance companies found a loophole to not cover our children until they get really, 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 really sick. And because of that, that seems to me that simply there's no backbone of keeping it stable to prevent crooked health insurance companies to do what they want. Honestly, I feel that the public option of single payer should be in the healthcare reform bill, but yet it's not. And I feel that those two things of the public option and single payer would be a pure key to help many people who are not insured. And honestly, to me, it's pretty obvious that the reason why both sides couldn't make an agreement because they have the healthcare. Both sides, both Democrats and Republicans, they have the healthcare insurance companies in their back pocket. Simply, the many government organizations, they have failed us because of both the two-party system failing to do the right thing, not having a bipartisan agreement. For example, the FDA. As you remember, there's been from the past. There have been many food recalls from let's see, pistachios, cookie dough, peanut butter crackers, salsa, green chilies. I'm sorry, green onions, and so many other foods have been recalled. And just recently, there was a 30 million pound. There was a recall on 30 million pounds of ground turkey because of possible contamination of salmonella. And even after that, just not too long ago, that there was another recall of ground beef, a possible E. coli contamination. The FDA failed to. No, wait, I'm sorry, getting that wrong. The TSA. They doing the controversial pat downs and body scans that people are getting groped from the pat downs and being exposed to radiation from the body scans. That, as you heard from the many stories, what is it? A 90, in fact, it's right, a 80 or 90-year-old senior citizen, a woman, who was had to take off her Depends diaper because of. They thought the TSA security people thought that she had a bomb. That this 80 or 90-year-old woman had to go through the embarrassment of taking off a Depends diaper in the name of safety. Also, a little boy was patted down. Simply, this little boy may be scarred for life, possibly, and possibly his parents, this little boy had to probably had the discussion with his parents, or his parents had the discussion with that little boy that the scarred situation of being groped like that, being of the pat downs because in the name of our safety, which is stupid. The CDC, they have failed to protect our children of the lead-contaminated toys and toothpaste, and well, technically the FDA was with the other fact I'm going to mention. What is it? Dog food, contaminated dog food from China. The CDC failed to keep Andrew Speaker. This guy was diagnosed with tuberculosis, but yet he was held in a biohazard center or building facility, but yet somehow Andrew Speaker, who's diagnosed with tuberculosis or TB, somehow walked out the front door of this biohazard center or building or whatever facility. It took a first-class trip to somewhere, I don't know where, I forgot, and possibly contaminated hundreds of passengers with tuberculosis. And this is what the two-party system has this is some of the examples of what the two-party system has caused a consequence, caused a punishment tragically to us because of their greed, because of their ignorance, because of their political philosophies, because of the back pocket money that they're receiving from oil companies, healthcare insurance companies, corporations, lobbyists, earmarks, and so many other things. That, to break it all down, simply that whatever they are against that is being brought up, they're getting paid. That is being involving a corporation. They're getting money for it. That's controlling them simply, and that's what simply has been going on. Just real quick, I'm going to mention, going to talk about a little about these GOP candidates that a lot of people are talking about right now. Just a little bit. Michelle Bachmann, Republican of Minnesota. Honestly, she's crazy. In my opinion, she's a right-wing nutty, and she's part of the Tea Party movement. She's a Tea Partier. She has two controversial radical ideas that she has said. She wants to get rid of same-sex marriage, and she wants to get rid of pornography, which is crazy. Just real quick about same-sex marriage that she wants to get rid of. I'm for same-sex marriage. I'm 100% tolerant of people in this country who are gay, lesbian, transgender, and bisexual. I feel that same-sex couples should have the equal right to get married as any other, any average heterosexual couple. But even about by technicality, by facts, that heterosexual couples divorce rate is up right now, like 50% or something, which is which I don't understand. And the other issue, that radical thing about pornography. Now, that don't get, well, I watch it myself. Any average guy watches it. But even to understand the pure negative concept of pornography, that it destroys marriages, it destroys relationships, but mostly marriage relationships. But I don't think it's much of equally as a problem that we get rid of it. I don't understand Michelle Bachmann's theory, but I think I know why. It's the religion that she practiced. She's a very strong Judeo-Christian. That simply, I guess that she feels that she wants, since she's been talking to God, but so she feels that she's talking to God, that she wants to be the savior somewhat of our society, going through the suffering the wrath of God, being God's spiteman or something like that. That's simply the reason why she has those two radical things that she wants to get rid of.